The sunlight was sharp and unforgiving as Arisha Vale stood barefoot in the hallway of her luxury apartment building, staring at the cold steel door that refused to open. Her phone battery had just died, her keys were locked inside, and the digital keypad had malfunctioned during a sudden system update. The CEO, who commanded billion-dollar deals and ran one of the fastest-growing tech companies in the country now, stood helpless in wrinkled work clothes, clutching her laptop bag like it was the last piece of control she had left. Her perfectly scheduled life had cracked in one humiliating moment, and the expensive marble corridor suddenly felt like a cage. If you believe that kindness and second chances can appear when life feels completely out of control, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Life Spark Stories, because stories like this remind us that humanity often arrives when we least expect it. Arisha had built her empire from relentless discipline, rising from a scholarship student to the head of Vale Innovations by the age of 34. Her mornings were normally filled with board meetings and investor calls, but this morning had been different. She had rushed out for a quick grocery delivery pickup, only for the door to autolock behind her while her keys remained on the kitchen counter. The building's management system was down for maintenance, and her assistant was unreachable. Her expensive heels were still inside, forcing her to stand awkwardly on the cool floor tiles while residents passed by, some curious, some indifferent. The shame weighed heavier than the inconvenience. She had spent years building an image of control and strength, yet now she felt small, exposed, and strangely invisible. Several floors below, Kale Raman wiped grease from his hands while working on his aging motorbike in the building's outdoor parking lot. A single father raising his 7-year-old daughter, Kale balanced 2 part-time jobs while trying to keep their modest life stable. He had been fixing delivery scooters all morning while his daughter, Zoya, colored pictures nearby under the shade of a small tree. Kale had once trained as a mechanical technician, but after his wife passed away unexpectedly, he had abandoned his career to care for Zoya full-time, slowly piecing together income wherever he could. When he stepped inside the building to deliver a repaired scooter key to a resident, he noticed Arisha standing awkwardly near her door, her polished confidence replaced by quiet frustration. Kale immediately recognized distress behind her composed expression. Without hesitation or curiosity about her status, he offered help using his experience with digital lock systems he had repaired in the past. The building staff had left emergency override panels accessible for maintenance, and Kale carefully inspected the keypad wiring and internal circuitry. He worked patiently under the bright daylight streaming through the hallway windows, ignoring the curious stares from passing residents. Arisha watched him with disbelief as someone who clearly struggled financially displayed more calm confidence than she felt in that moment. Minutes stretched into nearly half an hour as Kale carefully reset the internal system and manually triggered the door release. When the lock clicked open, relief flooded Arisha's face so strongly it almost brought her to tears. Inside her apartment, the familiar scent of fresh orchids and polished wood welcomed her, but something had shifted within her perspective. She insisted on compensating Kale generously, but he politely declined large payment, accepting only a small amount for his time because he believed helping someone in need should not feel like a transaction. As they spoke briefly, Arisha learned about Zoya and the quiet struggles Kale carried daily. She realized she had spent years designing workplace programs promoting community support, yet she had never truly seen the real stories behind those words. What Kale did not know was that Arisha had recently been searching for individuals to lead a new corporate social initiative designed to support working single parents, a program she had postponed due to doubts about its practicality. Over the following weeks, Arisha quietly observed Kale's dedication as he continued balancing repairs, deliveries, and caring for his daughter. Inspired by his resilience, she personally redesigned her company's outreach program and eventually offered Kale a stable position managing community technical training workshops funded by her organization. The job allowed him flexible hours, financial stability, and a chance to return to his technical roots while mentoring others facing similar struggles. Cale accepted with humility, still unaware that the opportunity had grown from that simple moment of helping someone locked out of her own life. Months later, during a sunny afternoon community event hosted by Vale Innovations, Arisha watched Cale teaching young trainees how to repair electronic systems while Zoya proudly handed out training kits. The scene filled Arisha with a deep, grounding sense of purpose she had never found in profit reports or investor applause. She realized that success was not just about building companies, but about recognizing the quiet heroes who hold communities together through everyday kindness. If this story touched your heart or reminded you that small acts can transform entire lives, please support the video by liking, sharing, and leaving your thoughts below, because your engagement helps stories like this reach people who need hope today. And before this story ends, we have a special request for you. Please comment the word kindness if you believe one simple helping hand can change someone's destiny.